Alright, so we're going to be looking at a Platinum ADC game here. And I chose this game because I felt like you weren't really too behind in terms of KDA. You had a pretty decent KDA. I mean, it wasn't fantastic, but, you know, it definitely looked like you were in the right hands to carry. You also took cleanse, so it means that you had some type of concept of what you were going into. And I just wanted to see what really happened and how we could fix anything here. So we're playing Caitlyn into Lucian and to Leona. Best thing we could do with this lane is just perma shove them in. If you perma shove them in, Lucian won't be able to use any of his abilities to actually trade with you or fight with you. You should be asking Braum to hit the minions with you. Bot lane is definitely one of those things where both players have to be on the same page. So, you know, if you're ever unsure how you're going to go about it, then we're looking to just tell our support, hey, go ahead and do this. So we pump, we pump her down, we get her low. It's cool. And we just want to keep it perma shoved in. As you see, Braum's not helping, right? But that's because he has no clue what the hell he's doing, and you're not have to tell him, like, hey, I want to push this in all the time. It's because Caitlyn excels at, you know, having the control of the wave. And your jungler's on the bot side as well, so if anything does happen, he's here. Okay. Pushing it. That's the problem. Like we're not like perma pushing it. So let's kind of slow it down and see what's happening here. Why are we not like perma pushing? So let's see. Let's slow it down and see how we're playing. Okay. So you see we're not really auto attacking off cooldown. We want to make sure we're always auto attacking off cooldown. We want to make sure that we're always looking to push. You might be setting up for a gank there, so I'm gonna go back a little bit further and see if we're playing the exact same way. Okay? Because I could be setting up for a gank. Nope, it's the same thing. You're way more focused on trying to get that harassing than you are just trying to keep them under tower. It doesn't matter what happens. All we care about is taking plates, and all we care about is harassing them under their tower because they can't really do anything and they're at our mercy. Use that as the time. You want to harass, you don't really have any minions to worry about because you would clear the wave and then be under the tower, and you can go ahead and do whatever you want without losing CS or without stalling your push. Lucian's not really looking to trade with you, but he kind of gets away with it because his Q clears minions and it can hurt you at the same time. And his push potential is just better than yours. Flat out if you guys are trying to go for that. But he should not be able to match you with the push if all he's doing is just waiting for last hits. So yeah, you want to perma push. You don't want to be walking around like that, right? I know you might be thinking, well, I'm trying to just make sure I don't miss any minions. Well, you have to get better at it. Very good trying to zone out that Lucian there. I applaud that. That was a really, really good play there. If we were going to go for that flash, we should have done it way earlier. But I applaud what you were trying to do. That was very good. But yeah, as you see right here, you should have just gone for the flash earlier if that was the case. But you were waiting. And you already knew you were going to commit to that kill. We could have burned the flash quicker, and then we could win. But the one thing that I really want to kind of talk about here is the fact that we traded flash for flash. As an ADC, you don't want to waste your flash on bullshit like that. I know that you really wanted that kill, but once again, you don't want to waste your flash on bullshit like that. Like I said, I applaud you trying to zone him off, but we don't want to do that. We don't want to blow our flash because that shit's too important, and if the enemy team knows our flash is down, especially in higher elo, we're fucked. Also, when you are running, you want to create as much space between you and Leona as possible. There's no reason to run up when we could be running this way. You know what I mean? Or even this way. There's no reason. If this guy's trying to run and get her off of you, or even if he's trying to run with you, why are we running next to him? Right? There's no reason for you to be able to do that. You need to make sure that you are doing your best to separate yourself, because this is going to create a 1v1 scenario between you and him if he constantly chases. Versus you walking back and creating a 2v1 scenario for yourself, right? So let's say let's just put the camera here, and let's say we are running as this plays, okay? So we're running this way as it plays. We're here, and we're popping them right now. We're here. He flashes, we're here, and then he dashes in for that kill. Does that look like that kill would be a lot easier for it if I can get 100%, right? So when you are guiding, when you are doing stuff like that, just make sure you are doing your best to separate and create that 1v1 scenario for you and whoever you're having to deal with. Same thing when you get ganked, right? Separate yourself as much as possible, position yourself as much as possible to create that 1v1 scenario, so you're not forced to have a 2v2 or a 2v1 or anything like that, okay? Once again, we need to make sure that we are shoving. We need to make sure that we are not just having this guy be able to contest. Caitlyn is very, very good at controlling the wave, and if we're not controlling the wave, we are not having a fun time. This is better. This is creating your 1v1 scenario. Let's just see if we could play this fight a little better though in the start. Because you got two options here. You can go this way and pelt this bitch, or you can go this way and try to run into your team. This is iffy. This is iffy. I mean, you don't really know what's going to happen if you go this way, right? Your team is probably going to die because you won't be able to burst her down quick enough. And if you go this way, you probably just end up dead anyway. So you're in a tough spot here. It's fine though. Okay, Leone goes for the ultimate, misses you completely. Thank God. You get the kill there. You're trying to kite Lucian. And yeah, as I said, you're gonna end up dead anyway. Like, there is no win-win. The only way you would not die is if you took this way, but you wouldn't have much presence in the fight if you did. That was a really fucked up scenario. Dude, that was the worst red peel or blue peel fucking scenario. Dude, there was no fucking way that was gonna be good, no matter what option you chose. Holy fuck, that's hilarious. Hey, sometimes, dude, League gives you limits, and you gotta make apple juice. Dude, that's all I gotta say. Holy fuck, that was funny. Okay, let's see what the fuck happened there. Whew, that shit was hilarious. Alright, we just got too close. Yeah. Unlucky. Because we didn't, like, abuse the fact that we're really, really good at what we do early, they're just able to kind of get away with what they're doing now, and now you're playing Caitlyn how you're not supposed to be playing her. And yeah, we're just getting fucked all kinds of ways. I don't really recommend cleanse anyway. I recommend you just take heal. Even in this matchup, because all their CC is dodgeable. And even if you do cleanse one of Leona's, it doesn't really matter because you're gonna get fucked anyway. So you cleanse that. Like, let's go back. Alright, so you cleanse this. But you didn't have to. All you were doing is slow it. And as I said, this is dodgeable. If you're getting caught out by that, is on you. And you don't want to use the summoner spell as a crutch. You know, you want to use it tactfully. You don't want to just use it as a crutch. And I think that when you're using your cleanse, it's just making you do some out of your way plays because you're like, well, I have cleanse, so it doesn't matter. And that's not really what you want to look at it like. Okay, I tell this to all Caitlyn players. Do not waste your net on bullshit. I know you're like, but I want to put damage out. You don't have to. Save that shit. Don't waste your net to try to do damage. You're fine. Just keep autoing. See right here, look, you're netting for no reason. You didn't have to net. Now you're out of mana, and what if, you know, she happened to flash on you or something? Like, save your net to play defensive unless you know for sure you don't have to. And 99.9% of the time, you're not gonna know if you could do that. So definitely save that net a little bit more. Okay. Okay, so actually I just realized I haven't been writing the notes at all. So number one, promo push, be on same page, tell your support how you want to play the lane. Take advantage of the fact that your champion is strong at something and abuse it. The next thing is, when running away, try to create a 1v1 scenario so you don't have to worry about dealing with multiple things at one time. And then number 3 will be make sure we're not using our escape tool as damage for gap closing or damage. And then the next one is going to be don't waste your flash for kills early, especially if we don't know if they have flash. Not even early, just throughout the whole fucking game, honestly. Okay. Let's go back. This fight was already doomed. Okay, let's see. Okay, so look. Right, she comes in. Fucking, you got 2 options. Option number 1, beast mode passes bitch and look to kill her. Option number 2, waste 1,000 fucking bullets trying to kill this person. You're not killing her fast, right? So what do? We do our best to try to get some autos off. We get a little bit too close, we're forced to net back, get caught by Leona because we got too close. And then, you know, we're way over here. As I said, create the 1v1 scenario, my mans. This goes for all you ADC players. Create the 1v1. If we know she's running here and we see this bitch coming, better option, path this way. That way, she's dealing with these 2. And if Ribbon decides to turn on a Moo, guess what? You get the 1v1 scenario again. Always create it. That's why most players think ADC sucks, is because they don't really position well enough in these fights and they don't play the fights well. So when they complain, well, the ADC sucks, they do no damage, blah, 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 it's because you're not really like, you're not playing to do the maximum amount of damage. You're just playing the game. As you see, you get caught out there. Yeah, as I said, the positioning was kind of ass. Luckily, your team was able to clean that up, but that would have been a fight you would have lost because of just how you're positioning. And that goes for all ADCs. So you gotta be really, really careful to position the best to get the most damage out as possible. Even if that means waiting for a second before you can actually fight because there's something on your ass. Cut out a little bit there and ended up dying for it. Nice. So after that, damn, we're in another fight already. I was just after that we need to just chill out a little bit, but we're already like scrapping again. Okay. Okay, so this is gonna be rough. Cause you guys are definitely gonna have to fucking contest Baron. If you guys don't, it's gonna be a really, really hard game. So as you see, look. Oops. There's no reason to go down here because there's no dragon up. This is what we're worried about. So Poppy should be able to handle her. That's her laner. Let Poppy defend and let's ping our team to go to Baron because that's probably what they're going to do. And we want to make sure that we're around. As an AD carry, you never want to be on the opposite side of the objective. That didn't even sound right. As an AD carry, you never want to be on the opposite side of an objective. Just remember that. Yeah, look. See, they get Baron for free. And yeah, Poppy just ends, but hell, you're going to have to trust her fucking eventually. Okay, so now we're just gonna have to play these team fights like really fucking well. We don't have any armor pin, which kind of sucks because guess who builds armor? This bitch with Death Dance. This bitch. Akali should have glass, but for some reason she doesn't. Lucian doesn't really worry about it, and then Leona builds armor too. So you got 4 champs to build armor, and we have no armor pin. Where's the last whisper at? You know, and another reason why the people say ADC sucks is because they don't itemize properly. Right? You're not gonna do damage if you don't build the right items. And that goes for every champion in the game. So we got to make sure that we itemize properly in order for us to actually get some shit down. So you might be thinking, well, when do I itemize that? Well, when you know this is going to be a little bit too fucking tanky, you're going to have to give yourself an option. Do I go Last Whisper? Do I go Bork? Or do I go Black Cleaver? Obviously, Black Cleaver might not be the most optimal as on a Caitlyn, of course, right? You can pull it off. I'm not saying you can't, but it just might not be the most optimal, especially because most of your team is fucking magic damage, right? And Poppy's not looking to really do damage, and Braum is probably not looking to really do damage. So Black Cleaver's probably not the best for you. As far as Bork goes, well, if they don't really have much armor, you can go Bork because obviously we see she's building HP. Sejuani is building HP, of course. Akali's building HP, and Leona isn't really building HP, she's building armor. Or we can go Last Whisper. Of course, finishing Bork costs a lot more than finishing Last Whisper, but we can kind of integrate it with our build. So it's like, okay, I'm building my IE, I'm building my Storm Razor. Cool. So I'm building my Storm Razors into a BF, and it's like, oh shit, they have hell armor. All right, let me get Last Whisper real quick, and then finish your Storm Razor again. So definitely build for what's necessary. Okay, so we win this fight. You should be getting it now. You should say fuck that. You better not get the whatchamacallit. Oh, she got rapid fire cannon. I mean, he got rapid fire cannon. No. Epic controlling me. You're not gonna do any fucking damage, dog. We get caught out anyway. Guess what you do? Hey, yo, this game was hilarious. It's only funny because like everything, I don't know. It's not funny that you're like losing. Look, we go way back, Epic. You know why I'm laughing, all right, fam? You know why I'm laughing. Okay. So make sure you always build what you need, not what you want. Same reason why you would build an Executioner's Calling or a Hex Shrinker or a Phantom Dancer within a given situation is the same reason you'd want to build Last Whisper. And I feel like not a lot of players, no matter the role, no matter the champion, do not get that concept where I need my pin, I need my magic pin, I need my armor pin. You know, I need my tank shred item, or blah 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 blah. I need my survivability item, and not a lot of players actually value building properly. And it's just something you should know going into Diamond, as you are Platinum right now. So you need to make sure that you are building properly. So I hope this helped you. If you've got any questions, of course, feel free to ask me. But other words, have a good rest of your day, and thank you for approaching this like a coach.